Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play with VTE 100. I had a chance to play with this vehicle like 37 games or so. Most of the games I played on stream, and I can tell you one thing, this tank is powerful, but more often it's not. To play with this vehicle, it is very hard, and every single of us who we are old school players, we remember the Waffle was quite a tank to play with. It is fun when someone is making mistake towards you, and if you are making mistake against the Waffle, hashtag never lucky, you are going to get clipped. Right? But things changed, meta changed, we have more autoloaders, and I'm curious about your opinion. What do you think? This tank is fine in the current meta, yes or no? Simple as this, right? You can type that in the comment section down below. Do you think the tank is good in nowadays game? Do you think we should have this vehicle or not so much? Truth to be told, I've seen people playing with this tank for zero because they are getting spotted and they are getting killed. I was the guy who played for zero and I got spotted, I got slaughtered instantly. In other words, it is very hard tank to play with. We will play 3 games, we'll see how the things will look like. On stream when I played with it, I had like 4000 average damage, but I felt like I had a lucky session. So now, without further ado, let's go up front and let's try to punish someone making mistake. Or let's get slaughtered ourselves, right? Legendary Waffle is back. Let's go. Okay, the first map which we have is Airfield. Extremely bad map for this vehicle, it truly is. Also, one more thing just to mention with this tank. Every single mistake which you are going to make this vehicle is going to be crucial. As wrong as it sounds, I think this tank in current meta is fitting quite well. I know it sounds weird. It is extremely hard tank to play with, but like very hard. Even though some people might say, no, but you can clip someone out. Yes, sir, you can clip someone out. You are 100% correct about this. But of you not having camo, not having any armor whatsoever, having the Ferraris going left, right, and center, it can be very hard to make this vehicle work, and I truly mean it. Anyways, we will try to focus on the game as much as we physically and possibly can. We will try to make this tank work to the maximum. We will push this vehicle to the limits, and hopefully we will have a decent score. Now, what we can expect enemy 1-to-1 trying to cross like this in a moment, right? If we are going to do everything well, there is a chance we are going to clip this gentleman out like there is no tomorrow. There is a tiny chance, fellas. And this is exactly what I am looking for. That's one. Unfortunately, we can do only one and we need to run for our life. So in this situation, we are running like there is no tomorrow and we are hiding behind the stone. This is only one way how we can do this, right? Sometimes you just simply cannot do the full clip, even though you would love to. Sometimes it doesn't work this way, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And sometimes you need to live with a couple of shots out of the clip, right? But if enemies are making mistakes just like they did in this game, right? Like right now, then it is fine. Then we definitely cannot cry about this vehicle performance and what this tank is capable of doing. First clip, fellas, 2,200 damage, great. If you are not familiar how much you can do from the clip with this tank, you can pretty much do 2,800 if you are lucky. Now, 560 alpha damage with a standard ammunition, 1,200 shell velocity. I do not recommend to shoot standards for a rental time of the vehicle. Let's get real. You want to enjoy this, and sometimes you need to pay a premium in order to enjoy the tank to the maximum. This is how I feel like about this vehicle, right? Do not be a cheap mother trucker. Load the full gold and just chill. a bit with the tank, right? I think this is the correct way to do the things, and this is the correct way to enjoy yourself in a way, right? Your mission is to find any gentleman who is making a silly goose mistake. Whenever someone is making a silly goose mistake, you are just simply clipping them like there is no tomorrow. That's all you need to do with this tank. You have one job, to clip people out. That's it. That's only one job you have, and this is only one thing you should care about. You shouldn't care about anything else in the game, right? Okay, so let's see. I have a feeling this 1-to-1 is politely asking for us to beat the living crap out of him. I can tell you that. I think he is politely asking us to spank him. But it's not so simple as it might look like from the first glance. And even though we could be very, very aggressive, I don't really think it is worth it. Because we need like 4 shots in order to eliminate him. And I have a feeling it is a bit too much to chew on. So I am not going to make pressure yet. I think it is a bit too early to do so. Instead of doing that, we are going to hold our shot. I was thinking about shooting him, but I made a decision not to. I think in this situation we are just going to wait. The thing is, eventually those gentlemen, they will think about escaping from here. And whenever they will escape, or whenever they will make a decision, yeah, I don't want to really play here anymore, we are going to shine. Speaking about the waffle cock making pressure, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this tank is far away from being capable of going in front and spanking everyone. Yeah, sure, there is niche situations when you can actually do this, but usually it is not recommended and it is not the greatest idea. I have an idea. Skill, you said you don't want to make pressure. I changed my mind. Listen, it can work very, very well. Especially whenever our light tank started going like this. Now the Leo became down to 2 shotable. I think we could actually spank them like there is no tomorrow at this point, right? So, how we are going to do the things? We are going to go in just like so. And we are going to clip them out. This is the first one. That's 1. That's 2. I did not manage to track him, which is very, very sad thing. That is 3. Good. Good, fellas. Good. Even though we have 2 in the magazine, I am feeling completely fine with this. I have nothing to complain about and I am feeling great. I do not really want to go on the reload yet, but probably I should. Let's go on the reload. That's it. I took like 1000 HP and I did couple of shots there and there. It is not that horrible as it could have been, okay? Yeah, I know it was risky. Yes, I know more likely it wasn't worth it. And yes, I know I am priority target for any Arta from the 3 games around me. But we will make it work and we are going to be alright with this. So far we have 3.8 thousand and there is still plenty of chances to improve and to get better score, right? At this point, I think I want to relocate completely like this. I know they might have a sniper schnitzel here, but I am willing to take my chances and I am willing to take the risk. And looks like we are out from here. Nice. Our team is not winning this game, okay? Let's get the facts straight. Our team is losing the game. I will take my time to go completely back to the previous position because I imagine this Waffle will try to make pressure like this eventually. And whenever he will make a decision to do that, I want to be ready for him. And yes, it is a lot of traveling, it is a lot of planning, it is a lot of pain overall. It's not the straightforward, you know, you have mouse, you are taking the corner and you are trying to side scrap there. It doesn't work this way, not with this vehicle. With this tank, you need to be where enemies are expecting you the least in a way. And if it is the situation, then you can spank them like there is no tomorrow. So this is exactly what we are looking for. Watch this. This is the position where we want to play and this is position where we want to be. So now if enemy Waffle will go like this, we are going to clip him. All we want to see enemy Waffle going in or enemy 60 TP going in. Okay, 60 TP is up. Unfortunately, we bounced very far short, which is quite sad thing if you would ask me, but there is absolutely nothing what I could do about this, and we can see the Manticore in the open field here. So, Mr. Manticore, how are you doing? We are trying to aim our shot and we hit him. Nice. Very, very nice. At this point, AMAX is down to fartable, and I am pretty sure AMAX is dead meat for us. Ooh, enemy Waffle. Yeah, not exactly what I am looking for and not what I want to see. Wait for it. We have all time. Or do we? Okay, that was silly goose peak by me. I tried to clip him, I tried to get some more use, but yeah, unfortunate for us, we did not manage to do that much. Anyways, 4,800. You see how much I was sweating my butthole off in this game. How hard I was trying and how much of the thinking. Go there, try to push like this, do that. It is hard to play with a Waffle well. And I've seen the great players failing. I was failing with this tank as well. Not every game is like this, and not in every game you are getting like 4, 5 or 6,000 or you name it. Although I have some games for you prepared where we scored very, very well. And I'm curious, do you want to see the best games with a Waffle? If so, you know what to do. Comment section down below is waiting for you. Anyway, speaking about the score, 4,800 plus 600. We are top by the damage. That is very, very nice. Manticore spotted 7,000 in this shit map. Wow. This is very, very impressive play by the Manticore. Good for him. And Ferrari spotted nothing, driving like crazy. Anyways, enemy Waffle did 3,000 damage. And I would say this is a solid score. And looking into the player, right? It is not his first account, more likely, so he is above average player and he is performing for 2,600. This is very, very nice, you know. I just want to show you how other Waffles are how the other Waffles are playing the game and how it looks like. I've seen many, many good players simply performing not so great with this vehicle because how hard it is to play with. Anyways, let's go for round number 2 and let's go for the best. Let's go. Okay. We are coming back with very, very, very strong game, at least in my opinion, or strong map, I suppose to say. It is Pilsen. Why is it strong map for this tank? Because you can take the corner and you can cam the corner. In both sides, you can cam the corner here and you can cam the corner here, right? So, this is what we are looking for and this is what we need. So, at this point, we just want to be patient and we just want to see enemies making a silly goose mistake. Simple as this, right? It is not a rocket science, we just simply want to see them making a mistake. We are taking the corner and now this is the game of wait. It is a game of the cat and the mice. Mice, I am obviously the cat. And whoever will make a mistake is going to be a mice. All we need to do, we need to be super patient. That's all we need to do. It is not that hard, fellas. We just need to wait until enemies will mess up. That's all we need to do. I'm aware of this EBR sitting in the corner. I get it, but this is not the priority for us. Priority for us is to figure out whenever enemies will make pressure, right? And I want them to go through the middle. Whenever enemies will go through the middle, we are going to have the fiesta and we are going to have a feast, I suppose to say. That's all we want to see. Now our T95 arrived on the corner, hip hip hooray. But what we can do from this? I don't really think we can punish anyone crossing here, which is quite sad thing, right? But what we can do, we can wait until someone will say, yep, I want to do this. Oh yes, Wafflecock. This is exactly what I want to see. Okay, watch this. Waffle is just enjoying himself and he is having, he is saying, such a lovely day. I don't want to get spotted yet. I want him to get a bit more involved. Just tiny touch, not much, fellas. I don't need that much for him to get involved. Ah, he changed his mind. Smart banana. Very, very, very smart. Okay. How about this 1-to-1? I want him to go up front. Come on. Do a mistake. Do mistake, buddy. Do mistake. Yep, you can do this. More. Just a bit more. It's pixel shot. Let's go. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We have 3 in the magazine left, fellas. You see, it is extremely, like I said before, it is very, very hard to be super aggressive with this vehicle. It just is. You can look at this however you want to, but if enemies are not going to make a silly goose mistake, you are just simply a mess, right? This is how it looks like. So we want to see enemies going up front. We want to see enemies being involved, but not too involved. Because if enemies are going to make a mistake to that level, if enemies are going to start making mistakes whenever game is over, it's already over, you know? There is nothing what I can change about this. There is nothing what I could do about this. Speaking of the mistakes, that was a mistake, and I'm missing everything. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. Okay. I am pretending I have shot in the magazine. Obviously, in reality, I do not. In reality, I do not have anything in the magazine, and I see 1-1 in the back. That's it. It's game over. Look, this is completely fair to show this situation, fellas. To make a play with this tank, it can be very hard, and as you can see, enemies can play in the middle. Enemies can go through the open field like this. And there is nothing what I can change about that. Skill, did you actually finish it with 0? Yes, I did. And this is a good map for this tank, but unfortunately, situation was just simply bad, you know. Couple of missed shots, 50 seconds reload. It's called go F yourself. And that is fine. It is not a bad thing to show games like this. You know, over the time, I have seen a lot of people yelling, Wafflecock is overpowered, how it can be in the game, how is it such a strong tank in the current game? Well, usually people who are saying that, they haven't played the tank and they have no clue what they are talking about, you know? It is all the time explosions and are looking better in the real movie than they are in reality. So same goes for this tank. 1-14. In 5 minutes of the game, no mistakes from the enemies, and what do you want me to do? Accept it, and let's go for round number 3. Okay, fellas, the last game with Waffel, Ruinberg. Ooh, this is going to be quite a hard one. This is going to be quite a hard one, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is a hard game. Okay, let's try to make it work. After that 0, I'm not going to lie, I am kind of demotivated, obviously, and, you know, truth to be told, I never loved this vehicle. I truly never loved it, but I know the tank has potential. And when you know something has potential, sometimes you are starting to question yourself. Maybe you are the problem. Maybe it's not a tank's fault, and maybe you are the problem, you know? This is how it looks like sometimes. At least for me, whenever I am failing to achieve something. Okay, patience, fellas, we got this. Let's try to focus on the game. Now, what is the right play in this game? We cannot be too aggressive here, let's get real. We just simply cannot be too aggressive. But what we could do, we could wait until Super Conqueror or someone else will try to cross like this, right? That's what we are looking for. That's what we are looking for. Wait, fellas, wait, relax, take it easy, we got this. I don't really think Super Conqueror is going to be that aggressive to make pressure here. I really doubt it's going to be the case, and I think I am risking for the biscuit at this point. I think I am risking for the biscuit. I hope I'm not going to need to regret my life decisions. Okay, let's see. That is a tracking shot. Oh, come on, game. Only one. Unfortunately, only 1 out of 2. He managed to escape in time. I needed to be a bit closer for this. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I am accepting this. Let's try to relocate. Not the wisest trades by me. Grille baboon, fellas. No. Grillem! My man! My man! My man! Oh my bananas, this guy. This guy. Okay, let's try to focus on the game at this point, I guess. Oh my bananas, poor Grilla. Okay, Super Conqueror farmed me quite a bit, a couple of shots for free, but nothing what I can change about this. And you know who was the most confused of this game? 60TP. 60TP said, I am playing this game for 7 years. I never, ever seen anyone play like this. What kind of sorcery is that? I think they are rigging mission. I think they were rigging mission for sure. I mean, there is no other way, right? I think this is what is happening for a 60TP. Anyways, that was fun. And fellas, you don't need to go and obviously suicide whenever you are seeing me in the game. Play your game normally. You can spank me. I'm not going to feel bad by any shape or by any form, right? Obviously, if it is fun for you to go in front and raise the PP, I cannot stop you. But I do not recommend to do that, right? Anyways, my name is Chong. Probably he used an anonymizer because I cannot recognize his name, to be fair with you. I cannot really recognize his name. Okay. Let's see how we can do this. At this point, I am just trying to be patient to the maximum, right? We already have a very hard situation. Whenever you have no armor, I'm telling you, it is super hard to make any pressure whatsoever. It just is hard. It doesn't matter. I cannot say absolutely anything about this. Even though there is a city map, we need to find enemies making silly goose mistakes. If they are not making mistakes, I can sit on the corner for days and for nights and for days and for nights, and it's going to be very complicated. Let's put that in this way. Meanwhile, we have the E3. E3 is making a bit of pressure like this. Okay, we can see that. I will wait until the 60TP will shoot, if he will. Apparently he is not planning to shoot. That's great. And at this point, we need to be very close for Mr. E3, and we want to support him. Meanwhile, Object is sitting here. So now, we are going to have a fiesta. Oh, come on, game. Oh, come on, game. I am struggling to play with this vehicle. Give me some damage. What's he, baboon? I hope he wasn't baboon. I hope, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't baboon. That is my hope at this point. Meanwhile, what we are going to do, we are going to chill here for the next 35 seconds or so. You name it. And after that, we will try to get some more use of this if we can, right? Obviously, it's not looking that easy and it's not looking that simple, but we will try to do everything what we physically and possibly can. I really want to jump on this mother trucker just like so. I really want to jump on him and I cannot do anything, unfortunately. Guys, help! Help, guys, please help! 2000. Barely, fellas. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, barely 2000 in this game. And you know, I'm not making this shit up. I am having unlucky streak of the games. That's okay. Happens for the best of us. But it is the most important message which I want to send here. It is not easy tank to play with. You can say whatever you want. You know, yeah, one in a 10 games you will have a 6,000-7,000 whatever, but most of the time you will struggle. I can promise you that. It doesn't matter how good of the player you are. It is a struggle to play with this vehicle in the current meta. It just is. And one more thing, like I said before, Wargaming sneakily, well, maybe not so sneakily. At least I haven't seen this information, but they nerfed this vehicle quite a bit, right? I'm speaking about the armor up the hole, right? So it is not as powerful as it used to be before, because if I'm not mistaken, you could actually bait the shots of the enemies by exposing only your hull, and if enemies are shooting, you got this. Anyways, 2000 damage, that's all we got in this game. Let's see enemy Waffle. Enemy Waffle, 200 damage, fellas. 200 damage. He is average or a bit below average player, speaking about his performance, right? And with a Waffle, that was the first game. I'm so sorry, my man. I am so sorry. It truly is hard tank to play with. And looking into this gentleman, right? He is above average player for sure. And looking into this, he is performing for 1.1 thousand damage. I'm telling you, it is not that simple tank to play with. So for all the... It's the most broken tank in the game for gaming, ruin and matchmaking. Do you really think so? Because I don't think so, you know? We have a saying in the Lithuanian language, the eyes are full of fear, you know? But it's not that scary as it is might look like. Anyways, 2.3 thousand damage, 1 victory, fellas. That's all I did in this game. That's all I did in this session. I'm accepting this. Better luck next time. And I can promise you that you will see the best off with Waffle when actually things are working well and when we can play well. Probably even tomorrow, fellas. I hope you are excited for this. So, thank you very much for watching. It's nice to see the Waffle back. I hope you are having fun in the game, and have a good one. Skill is out for today. Peace, fellas.